All right, let's talk about something that can feel super complicated: college scholarships. We're going to break it all down and give you a real solid roadmap to turn that stressful search into a winning strategy for a debt-free degree. So, if you've even started looking into scholarships, you probably know this feeling, right? It's that moment where you, maybe your parents, are just staring at the computer screen, totally overwhelmed, thinking, where do we even start? Trust me, you are not alone in this. It can feel like a total avalanche of information. I mean, look at this. Hundreds of scholarship names, dozens of deadlines, and every single one has its own set of rules. It's just so easy to get completely buried in all that noise. And the lists, they just keep on scrolling. You go to these websites, and they're talking about thousands and thousands of opportunities. Honestly, the sheer number of them can make you want to just close your laptop and call it a day. But hang on. Because here's the thing, the big secret: the students who actually win the big scholarships, they're not just throwing applications out there and hoping for the best. No, they have a strategy. So let's turn all that chaos into a clear plan. We're going to build it together right now. Okay, first things first, let's talk about your 12-month success plan. This is how we're going to take that crazy, overwhelming process and turn it into a step-by-step timeline that actually makes sense. It's all about putting you back in control. So think of the whole thing as a 6-step process that happens over the course of a year. Research, apply, fund, accept, register, and attend. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. Now let's see how these steps actually fit onto a calendar. Okay, so here's what your year is going to look like. From September to December, you're doing your research, figuring out schools and programs. Then from October to February, that's when you're actually applying to those colleges. And then this is important. From January all the way to June, that is your prime scholarship season. And here's the best piece of advice I can give you. For those 6 months, you got to treat finding funding like it's your part-time job. Do that, and by summer, you'll be locking in your spot, getting ready for orientation in September. All right, so now you've got a timeline. Let's get into the strategy. This is where we shift from just applying to everything to applying smart. It's all about finding the scholarships that were practically made for you. You know, the money can come from all sorts of places: sponsorships, government aid, the universities themselves, and these big awards databases. And the biggest mistake people make is they only look in one or two of these categories. You have to diversify your search. You'd be amazed at what you might qualify for that you didn't even know existed. Okay, now this is where the strategy gets really personal, and it's super important. Your unique story, your background, that is your greatest strength in this process. There are scholarships out there specifically for Indigenous students, for youth from the care system, for students with disabilities. These exist for a reason. Organizations genuinely want to invest in students from specific communities. So stop trying to compete with every single applicant out there. Find your niche. Focus your energy where you already have a natural advantage. And if you want to see just how powerful these targeted programs can be, take a look at this one. The Youth in Care Tuition Waiver Program is a partnership that provides full tuition, specifically for youth who have been in the care system. Finding something like this isn't just a little helpful. I mean, it can be absolutely, totally life-changing. Okay, so you've got your timeline, you've found the right scholarships for you. Now, how do you actually win them? Well, it all comes down to your story. You have to remember, these scholarship committees are reading hundreds, sometimes thousands of applications. They're not just scanning for grades. They're looking for a person. They want to know who you are. And that's why your authenticity is the most powerful tool you have. Don't just list what you've done. Tell them the story behind it. Tell them what really, truly drives you. So, how do you actually build that winning story? Well, think of it like a package deal. Your essay, it needs a killer opening hook, not just a summary of your resume. Your transcript is there to show you've got the academic chops. And for those letters of recommendation, pick someone who knows your character, not just your grades. And please, give them all your info way in advance. Every single piece has to work together to paint this full, compelling picture of who you are and why you're worth investing in. Okay, before we wrap up, we have to talk about the common mistakes. I mean, after all this hard work, the last thing you want is for a simple, silly mistake to completely derail your chances. These are the little things that can literally cost you thousands of dollars. So let's make sure you don't make them. First up, customize every single essay. Seriously, they can spot a copy-paste job a mile away. Number 2, start early and track those deadlines like your life depends on it. 3. Give your recommenders weeks of notice, not days. Be respectful of their time. 4. Proofread everything and then get someone else to proofread it. A fresh pair of eyes is crucial. And last but not least, number 5. Real scholarship searches are always free. If anyone ever asks you to pay to apply for a scholarship, it is a scam. Just walk away. So as you go through this, I want you to remember something. Your life experiences, they've given you these incredible strengths. Maybe it's resilience from being in a military family, or a sense of responsibility from a part-time job, or a passion for service in your community. These are the qualities that scholarship committees are actually looking for. You need to frame them as the powerful assets they truly are. Look, getting a debt-free degree isn't like winning the lottery. It's the result of a smart, focused plan. We've given you the roadmap. Your education is out there. It's waiting for you. So the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?